Uh-oh. Hello?
Oh, still there?
Sorry, yeah.
I've lost you for a minute there.
I'm still here. So sorry about that. I'm writing a story about what organizations around campus are doing in light of the Parkland shooting. And kind of what my focus is right now is UPD's training with Alert. I was wondering if I could get some information about that.
Sure.
Cool. So how does UPD get trained by Alert?
Oh, well, we actually have our own trainers here that can do some of it, but we go through the Alert school training also. And since the university is one of the co-sponsors of Alert, we do get priority in getting into their courses. And all of our officers eventually go through Alert training. We try to get them through it in the first year.
Okay.
We practice with it. Our crime prevention programs are built around information that Alert has put together for training. Our crime prevention officers help do some of that research. And so we've worked with Alert since their inception.
Okay, awesome. So what kind of things do you learn from Alert?
Actually, it's an ever-expanding program. We learn a lot of the statistics and research that are behind the active shooter incidents, and that's helped a lot because we actually know the details of a lot of the occurrences and the breakdown case studies of them. And then also our officers are trained on how to respond to an active shooter emergency, to go in and engage. And they're trained on the techniques to keep themselves as safe as possible while doing so. Trained in secure areas and how to get in and try to rescue the survivors once the area is secured, which is commonly referred to by Alert as stop the bleeding. As you get in there and you try to get to the people who are wounded and injured, get them out. We're starting to do some co-training programs now with the local EMTs so that they actually work with us and will come into the warm zones to treat and rescue people. And that's actually new. That's something that wasn't done across the country very often until recently. And a warm zone is one that we haven't necessarily completely ended the incident, but we're fairly certain this particular area is clear. And so you're close enough in to be in some danger, but mostly you're safe. And so we'll bring them in and let them work in those areas.
Okay. So is there, I was talking with Diana Hendricks from Alert, and she said something about passing on training for civilian response training. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Oh, and our crime prevention officers routinely conduct civilian response to active shooter training around campus. We call that CRAZE because that's what it's spelled.
Okay, that's okay.
And so, we do that course often. We've done it for many of our administrative offices here on campus. We've offered as often as we can get it scheduled and go in and meet with people and train them on how to manage their office during an active shooter emergency and how to what lockdowns mean, what lockouts mean, how to shelter in place and evacuate, and the different times we might use those particular functions.
Okay. So, sorry. So this would be like something for a company or just any regular kind of facility that has a whole, or, sorry, go on.
Yeah, we'll do it for any office here on campus, and we've actually gone out and done it for some community offices.
Okay.
But mainly we do it here on campus. But
Okay.
we've also
so
done
they come
it
to you.
Yeah. And, we've also done it for certain student groups and things like that. But, the way it's designed, it works best for people who have a fixed location they work in. So we've done it for areas for people that control different buildings and areas of buildings.
Gotcha. Do you have any kind of partnership with the Texas School Safety Center? Do y'all work with them at all?
Oh, yeah, very well. I know everybody that works over there.
There you go. Cool.
And in fact, they're helping us develop our next emergency drill. They're actively involved in putting together our tabletops and the drill can come up.
Okay, cool. So
and so is Alert. We've got Alert and them and the FBI are all helping us put together drills and training.
Got all the resources.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Is there anything?
Texas State, we have access to a lot of things other people don't.
Definitely. Is there anything in light of the Parkland shooting that's being emphasized or being looked at critically?
Uh, we constantly look at that and work on it. That's a training we're constantly sharpening and improving. One of the things we've just recently done is we've really improved the amount of trauma kits and availability of them in our vehicles and officers. So we have a lot more of those now available than we used to in the past.
Okay, I think I've heard about it. What are they called? The trauma kits?
Trauma kits. Yeah,
They're just trauma. Okay.
Yeah, they're
Okay. Yeah, I think I heard
they're basically
school
blood
district.
clot bandages and tourniquets, and they're for traumatic injuries. They're going to do quick treatment on it to just try to stabilize people long enough for EMTs to get to them.
Gotcha.
And,
okay.
But yeah, that's one thing. I mean, we've really deployed a lot more of those recently, so we're better prepared for the treatment aspect of it. We were already pretty well trained to the response part, but we're still working on that. We're making sure as we hire new people that they're going through the training as soon as possible.
Okay.
And so we're continuing forward with that. And also as part of our field training program, they get the basics from our instructors before they go through the full course.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I won't take up too much of your time. That was a whole lot of information. That's going to be plenty. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. And as you told me, you've already talked to somebody from the Alert Center. They're wonderful.
Yes, sir.
They have a lot of good information, and I recommend speaking to them. And School Safety Center, Joe Munoz will usually talk to anybody that wants to write a newspaper article, so I'm sure he'll be happy to talk to you.
Okay, awesome. That's a great resource.
Cool. All right.
All right.
Good luck with your article. I hope it goes well.
Thank you so much. I hope it gets in the newspaper. Thank you.